Let's get filled. We'll lock it down. Boom! Boom! That's exactly how we do it. Good morning. Today is Monday. I don't typically stream on Mondays just because I don't tend to do that well. I'm kind of like impatient out of the gate. So I do try to on Mondays not stream. And recently I've been just pretty much trading on my own, and I'm gonna just sit here and I'm gonna pretty much try to explain what trade I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at a potential short at this 0375 level. We'll see if I can get filled. Currently we had already a dip. I am trying to get short there. If you're wondering as to why, well, there's a very simple like technical analysis reasons for it. As you know by now that I only trade using technical analysis, well, because it actually works. So that's where supply and demand is. Let me just quickly put this chart up here, and then you will see right here. So this is the daily chart I got pulled up at the bottom here currently. Yes, we do have a trap to the downside, but if we are in a balanced market, because we did have a couple of red days last week. In fact, last week was the first red week, I believe, in like 2 or 3 months. So you can see this here. We are trying to get a nice pop after this little trap to the downside here. So I didn't get long during this whole push up here. So there's no way that I'm going to be FOMOing into this, right? So I'm hoping that right here is going to be some resistance level. You can see this. This was the resistance from Friday, July 19. And the top of that day was all the way at the 0775. I'm trying to get short a little bit under that because typically we're not quite going to hit that double top and then get denied. We might be a little bit under. We might go above it and then get back into the range, which would be the safer play. But yeah, I'm trying to just get short right now at 04. We'll see if I can get filled. So that's the idea of why I'm short. That was the resistance. And obviously looking at an hourly chart time frame, now I switched it over to an hourly. You can see that this was very clear resistance at 07 and that 05 level being right over here. So we never really need to guess where resistance is going to be. Resistance is going to be right here. If it's going to hold, now that's a different question because it depends on how strong bulls are with this push and this rally right now. I'm hoping that this will serve as resistance again, and we can potentially roll over and turn that 88 into support, which means that we would be going from 04 back down to 88. So that would give me a good enough margin on the trade. So let's see if it's gonna play out, and I'll continue on with the video as I'm filled and as I take profit, hopefully. And will you look at that? The resistance is working. Well, we are probably more in a balanced market. So that's exactly why I was willing to take that 04 level. And I'm not guessing. Look at that. We're already up 537. I'm looking to get filled at that 88 level. Let's see if we can do it. Come on. We're almost there. We will lock it down. Maybe even that 85 level. Who knows? Let's see. We're up 575 currently on the one contract short. And people will still say that this is guessing. This is not guessing, my friends. This is called trading. You buy at you sell high at a resistance. You buy low at a support. Simple. In the middle, the pigs will get slaughtered. And we're gonna take that 612. It's close enough. Or fine, let's just do it. We said 88. We wanted 88, so let's get 88. Let's get filled 88. Let's get filled 88. Let's get filled. Let's get filled. Let's get filled. Let's get filled. We'll lock it down. Boom! Boom! That's exactly how we do it. So let me just clarify something that I feel like I want to clarify for myself too. When I'm on the live streams and I'm there screaming about hitting a target, or I'm there like, shouting at the market, it's fun. It can be fun. And most importantly, I am trying to also grow the channel as well, right? So I want to maybe put on some size, maybe an extra trade or two, but that is very unnecessary. Trading is supposed to be kind of boring. Look at this face. It's bored sitting here, okay? I want to walk away. I want to be over and done with today already. But more importantly than all that, what I just said is I can come here on this computer into my office and know where to sell short and know where to get long. And that kind of confidence only grew on to me the moment that I started trading technical analysis, support and resistance. For example, there was no need to have FOMO here, right? Like you can see this whole thing, this whole move here. You might be like, oh my God, how could anybody have guessed that this was going to rip there? Well, I mean, support was right at the bottom right here, right? But I'm not willing to bid that support. I do think we're going to break that ultimately. So instead, I'm willing to bid that resistance level, which is at the top there, which is exactly what I did. That was my plan. And then I'm looking for to cover down at the support level, because you can never know if the support will break, and you can never know how many supports it will break if we break this one, right? So that's why you don't guess and you take profit at the bottom. I mean, you sell short at the top, you take profit at the bottom, right? It's as simple as that. I do think we might crack that level and then head on back down to test the next level of support, which would be that 66 level. But without getting into why those are supports, what I'm trying to say is that this is nothing but the greatest game of Jenga and ping pong ever assembled, and this proves my point. Like, look at the hourly chart, okay? This hourly chart, it is no coincidence of why we're getting denied there with a massive wick. You can see that here. Look at it. Do you think that that is coincidence? Do you think the price ran up there and just magically decided to stop and all of a sudden turn around? No, it's because there's resistance there. There are sellers there, whether that's bulls taking profit at that particular level or that shorts piling on there. It doesn't really matter. The point is, this is resistance. This is our support, right? And then people might say that we're going down because there was a massive gap fill to fill. Well, the thing is, if you at open were trying to get the gap fill, you would have been blown up before that happens, right? Like, look at this chart here. If the market opened up today and you're trying to short on this red candle, you would have been blown up right here. Like, that's more than enough to get yourself blown up. But if you would just wait for price to come to you and basically short out of resistance where it makes sense, that is the beginning of the overall trend again. You can see that 04 was resistance. We pushed up to the top. We got back into the range. And then look at that. It's the beginning of the entire leg to the downside. It's literally the beginning, right? It always looks the same. And if this chart was upside down, well, then that would be the beginning of the push to go higher. It always looks the same. That's the nature of the game. But anyways, I just wanted to leave you with that thought. So thank you for watching. I didn't stream today, but I felt like I wanted to make that video because I'm like, you know what? I'm not streaming, but at the end of the day, we are still making a trade and we can get some good content out there and potentially even serve the community in the sense of, putting this idea out there. Maybe somebody can learn a thing or two, right? Again, this is only entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. But I'm just saying this does work for me, and yeah, I'll keep doing that.